A model of a classroom during conflict, a reminder to African leaders of the need to speed up the silencing of guns on the continent when they meet on 10th and 11th of February.
Nobody thinks about certificates when you are running away from disaster or when you are running away from war. What you think first is safety first and my life first. But when you get to that place, how do you earn a living? Because what we don't realize is that if we don't curb the problems, they will become problems for us.
Statistics show that Africa is home to a third of the 68.5 million refugees and displaced people globally.
We have 6.3 million refugees. 6.3 million refugees. And we have 14.5 internally displaced persons. This is huge. This is massive. Now, under those circumstances, how on earth can we achieve Agenda 2063? How on earth can we achieve the 2030 global agenda on sustainable development goals?
Countries like Uganda that have already implemented policies to empower the refugees and displaced people will share their experience.
What we know as a country is that if we prepare refugees while they are still in our country, the time when they return to their country, they can go and repair and rebuild their country. It is different from if we just hosted them and returned them in their raw form.
The summit will discuss ongoing conflicts in the Sahel region, Chad, Somalia and South Sudan and the Central African Republic. But new threats will also be discussed.
Even those regions where we in the past we thought were quote-unquote immune, we're beginning to see red light as a danger sign, warnings. Southern Africa until very recently was thought to be, a safe place in terms of terrorist, insurgency, violent extremism, etc., etc. But now, recently, we've seen attacks in Mozambique. Very recently, seen attacks in Mozambique. Now, these are the worrying developments that the Union will have to be preoccupied with.
Rwanda President Paul Kagame will give the summit a report on progress made so far on the African Union reform agenda that seeks to better the running of the African Union and its Commission. The summit will deliberate on the progress of implementing the Continental Free Trade Area, which aims to open up the continent to gain more from intra-African trade. Only 4 remaining member states' ratifications are needed to put it in full force. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to lead the South African delegation to the summit. The AU says the newly sworn-in DRC President Felix Tshisekedi is also expected to attend. Coletta Njohi, SABC News, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.